Where's Jim Carrey? Where's Jim Carrey? Because that's not Jim Carrey. That's not Jim Carrey. And y'all can't tell me it's Jim Carrey.
People are very worried after Jim Carrey was seen at an award show last night, and he doesn't look anything like what he used to.
I'm dead.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. How are you?
Oh, it's a wonderful feeling. I really took on a pretty big challenge trying to do my speech in French. So, I wrote it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy. But, it's, then I watched everybody like talking 1,000 miles an hour up there receiving their awards. And I was like, I'm dead.
Jim Carrey just made a rare public appearance. And now social media is asking if that was even him. Some users claim that the actor has been replaced by a clone, but what's really going on is what we're about to find out in this full video. But before we get to that, if you're seeing this video for the first time or you're coming across my channel for the first time, encourage and support me by subscribing to this channel. Tell me what you think about this particular video in the comment section. Like and share the video to spread the information.
And I was like, I'm dead.
Do you guys remember when Jim Carrey was like in interviews and was like telling truth and people were calling him crazy when he was saying I don't exist, and how he plays all these different characters, and then how he was in Jimmy Kimmel and he was doing this and he was like, you know what that means, you know what that means. He was like shedding light about secret societies and stuff like that. He was speaking truth. Now, that being said, Jim Carrey now is not the same Jim Carrey. And I don't care what anyone says. Just because they show you things, you have to use your own sight. You have to use your own eyes to see things that are right in front of your face. Now, I don't know where the original Jim Carrey is. I don't know who the new Jim Carrey is, but all I'm saying is take a second to look at this, because I am a huge Jim Carrey fan. I loved Liar Liar, I loved Ace Ventura, I loved The Mask, I loved The Grinch, and I have always remembered Jim Carrey having brown eyes. Okay, you see how I have brown eyes? These ain't changing, okay? Unless you putting some contacts in them, or unless you go get surgery. But come on, let's be real. Let's start with Ace Ventura. This is the original Jim Carrey, brown eyes, right? Here's another one, brown eyes. All right, you guys see this, right, with your own eyes? Let's go to The Mask, brown eyes. You see that, right? Let's go to Liar Liar, brown eyes. Right? You're seeing this with your own two eyes. I'm not tripping, right? Okay. Liar Liar again. Brown eyes. You cannot disregard this with your own two eyes. I'm telling you to look and see for yourself, and don't believe what the world is showing you. So who the fuck is this? You're going to sit here and tell me that this is Jim Carrey with your own two eyes? You're going to tell me that this is Jim Carrey, and this is the person they have out there right now, giving speeches, everything. And I don't care. I have seen in Jim Carrey interviews, and he's always spoke like hyperactive, not soothing. Like, let me show you how he's speaking. You're gonna tell me that's Jim Carrey?
I really took on a pretty big challenge trying to do my speech in French. So, I wrote it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy, but, it's...
I'm sorry, but who is this supposed to be? Because everyone keeps saying this is supposed to be Jim Carrey, but something about him just feels different. Everyone keeps saying he got a facelift, but his facial expressions are literally what made him famous. Why would he mess with the one thing that made him him? But it's not even just that. Even his eyes look lighter than they used to. And yeah, eyes can change a bit with lighting or age, but that's just part of it. His personality shift is really what gets me, because the same guy who used to openly criticize award shows red carpets, and celebrity culture, even called it ego-driven, fake, and meaningless. Now he's at the Caesar Awards smiling, looking grateful and playing the whole industry game, talking to the media. No sarcasm, no weird humor. Even his voice sounds calmer and more restrained. Now listen, I'm not saying anything for sure, but if you have watched him for years, you know what I'm talking about. You cannot tell me something doesn't feel off.
My eyes ain't deceiving me and your eyes ain't deceiving you neither. That right there is not Jim Carrey.
There's no meaning to any of this, so I wanted to find the most meaningless thing.
But who in the hell is this guy right here? The internet's going crazy talking about it's a clone.
On a pretty big challenge trying to do my speech in French. So, I wrote it and I researched it and I practiced it like crazy.
You can't tell me this is the same person. That shit looks nothing alike whatsoever. Is this a new face or does he truly have a clone? Yeah, I had to just make sure that ain't Jim Carrey. But as always, what are you guys' thoughts about this? I mean, it's not like it hasn't happened before. Somebody being cloned. Lookalikes walking around as if they're that person. You know what I'm talking about. Again, you can't tell me that that's the same person. Facial features look nothing alike whatsoever. Is this the real deal? Or is this the Jim Carrey clone?
They got him, guys. Look at Jim Carrey. This is him just a couple days ago. Remember, he was just talking about Jesus, and then all of a sudden, this is who we are seeing. What do you guys think about this? Now, this is for entertainment purposes only, my personal opinion, just for community discussion. I want to know what you guys think. Put it in the comments below. Take a look at this.
An hour up there receiving their awards, and I was like, I'm dead. And I made mistakes, and I was like a novice. But I felt a lot of love, and I felt a lot of appreciation that I tried, and what I said was true, and I really wanted to recognize my family. I wanted to recognize my dad. And my dad was the type of person that if you met him for 5 minutes, you felt like you knew him for 50 years. I can't talk about him without getting emotional. Oh, loved it. I can't believe he committed to doing all that. I was really, is this about someone else? My favorite funny face is the one I'm wearing right now.
Well, it looks like that's not Jim Carrey. Here we go again. Another one's gone. So where are they going? So who is that, if that's not Jim Carrey? Well, I think that's his body double. I think it's his stunt double. If you go look at him, his eyes are a different color. He showed up to accept awards. That's not him. I mean, come on, his eyes aren't even in the same space. He looks like him, but a lot of people look like Jim Carrey. There's a woman on TikTok that looks like Jim Carrey. Me and my wife used to watch her all the time because she's hilarious. There are so many people going missing in Hollywood. What are they doing with them? Is something coming, maybe? Maybe they got word that something's happening? I don't know. But that's not Jim Carrey. That I do know. Again, the Age of Awakening's here. Everything done in the dark is about to come out into the light. Wake up, wake yourself up, wake your friends up, wake your family up, sound the alarm. Because they're playing games. Don't be deceived. Don't even watch TV anymore. That's one of the worst parts about coming into this knowledge is all the fun stuff's sort of gone. You just look at the patterns, see what message they're selling you, and then dispose of it. It's not like it was 20 years ago, that's for sure.
I'm scrolling and I keep seeing clips of Jim Carrey, but that ain't Jim Carrey. And y'all know I am a little bit of a conspiracy theorist, y'all. But the eye color is different, and then when you look close up, it looks like he has a prosthetic nose on. The voice sounds different. His mannerisms. Where the fuck? What happened to Jim Carrey? Like, and I see a lot of people saying like, that's not him. It really ain't. And y'all know they be having like body doubles and stuff like that. We know that's like the oldest trick in the book when it comes to celebrities. They'll have a stand-in, but it's given like a clone. But I don't know. It's the only thing that's making me think it's probably like a body double is the prosthetic nose. But why? Like, where is he? What was the purpose of using somebody else to like do an appearance like that where they have to actually talk and interact with people and accept an award? Did they think that we wouldn't know? Like, is it because the veil is thin? We could all see clearly that is not Jim Carrey. Is it just me? Have y'all seen the clips? All right, I'm leaving. Spread love us the Brooklyn way. Where is Jim Carrey? I hope he's alive still. He's definitely a goat.
French, The Mask, The Riddler, Ebenezer Scrooge. We could see Jim Carrey underneath all of that. We cannot see Jim Carrey underneath all this Botox, this facelift looking thing, the eye color being different. Even with the eye color being different in the Grinch, we could still see, because he had green contact lenses, like yellowish green. We could still see Jim Carrey underneath all of that. Dude, the eyes are different, the teeth are different, the jaw structure is different. Let's look at everything basic here that says this is a different person. And there are still people, there's a couple, in the comments here and there that are like, oh, it's him. He's just aged. I do not care. They aged him as Ebenezer Scrooge whenever they made him an animation, and you could still see Jim Carrey underneath all of that. Something is very wrong. And think about it. We never agree on anything as a nation, but the majority of us, about 75% at least, I would say, are in cahoots that they got Jim Carrey. Case closed. That's not Jim Carrey, dude.
Where's Jim Carrey? Where's Jim Carrey? Because that's not Jim Carrey. That's not Jim Carrey. And y'all can't tell me it's Jim Carrey. They took that man. They straight up took that man. And I need to know where he's at, because I'll go break him out right now. Because what do you mean? Like, where's Jim Carrey? Is it, like, it's enough that the freaking president is a pedophile and a rapist, and the Epstein files came out, and nobody's been arrested, and he's our president. You know, the crust, the toothpaste crust. But that all this stuff is happening with the files. All this stuff is happening with ICE, and then they took Jim Carrey. Are you kidding me, bro? I'm at my wit's end, bro. I'm at my wit's end. We are in the end times, y'all. This is no longer the home of the free. Never been the home of the free, for real. Like, Jesus is coming back. Jesus is coming back. I'm convinced. Lord.
What the hell happened to Jim Carrey, bro? For real. Like, what happened to him? Did you see the Jim Carrey that just came out of nowhere, guys? Like, are we really supposed to just say, you know what, hey, this is Jim Carrey? How long are they gonna keep doing this to us? How long are we gonna accept these CLs like they one of us? As long as they want. This is just the beginning, guys. Remember, listen. You keep thinking that everything is real in this realm that we're in, right? In this reality that we created. But nothing is real. Not even Jim Carrey. And this is gonna continue to happen. These people are gonna just pop up out of nowhere, looking better than ever. I mean, hey, they're okay. They here with us. They still made it to another day, guys. At this point, I don't know who is who anymore. I don't know if who you say you are, and I don't know if I am who I say I am. But what I do know is that this video is for entertainment purposes only, guys. Jim Carrey is back, new and improved. He's ready to do some more movies. He's ready to show us what he got. Yo, I don't know. You let me know what's up with Jim Carrey. I'm out of here.
So there's a conspiracy theory online at the moment that Jim Carrey has been cloned, and this is his clone or his stunt double. And I looked into it because I wanted to disprove it, and I just thought that maybe Jim Carrey got a bit of plastic surgery or something's going on. I have no idea. The more I looked into it, the weirder it got, because this is Jim Carrey not long ago at the awards show. And I'm thinking, oh yeah, he does look different, but it's not like he looks different straight away. But then I noticed he went on the Colbert show just recently, 9 days prior to him showing up with long hair. Like, this is him 9 days prior to that show in France. Your hair cannot grow that quickly. What's going on?
People are very worried after Jim Carrey was seen at an award show last night and he doesn't look anything like what he used to. So Jim Carrey made his first appearance in public this year at an award show in Paris, and last night people were very concerned all online because he doesn't look the same anymore. Now, the last time Jim Carrey was seen in public was last November at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and as you can see from this, he didn't look totally normal, but he did not look anywhere the same as he did last night. People noticed his eyebrows, his cheekbones, and how they looked different than how he normally looked. And this is causing some people to ask, did he have some sort of surgery? Is he possibly sick? Or is this just the result of getting older? Now, since Jim Carrey retired back in 2022, we haven't seen much of him over the last 4 years, so this might explain why a lot of people were caught off guard because we were so used to seeing him every day in movies. And although we know Jim Carrey is not going to talk about any of this, we just hope that he is not sick.
Welcome back. A rare red carpet appearance by Jim Carrey at the 2026 Caesar Awards in Paris has sparkled wide online speculation after viewers noticed he looked different from his last major public outing. Videos from the event quickly went viral, with some users claiming the actor might have been replaced by an impersonator or even a clone. This is trending because Jim Carrey has largely stepped back from Hollywood in recent years. Any public appearance instantly grabs attention. This time, however, social media users focus heavily on changes in his appearance, with some pointing out his facial structure and eye color as reason for their theories. Posts suggesting he had been replaced or was not even the real Jim began circulating widely online, and obviously the two pictures looks different. I really thank you for watching the video, and like I said before, if you are just seeing this video for the first time or you're coming across my channel for the first time, encourage and support me by subscribing to this channel so that other interesting stories like this one that will come up this channel will definitely pop up your screen. Tell me what you think about this particular video in the comment section. Like and share the video to spread the information. You're welcome.
And he is perfectly healthy because we love Jim Carrey.